Whatever podcast, man. Shout out to the Whatever podcast, bro. Y'all hit me up, man. I'm trying to pull up, dog. Let me know. Anyway, man, it's been a little minute since we tapped in, dog. You feel me? But this video got my attention because first of all, I recognize Buddy, dude they have as a guest. I recognize him from a clip that went viral. It was like a year ago or so. I put the video in there so y'all see what I'm talking about, man. That's a good video. But anyway, this video's about independent women not needing a man or whatnot. So, you know, it's the same story, different day. Right, but considering the video I just posted yesterday in regards to the whole modern women movement, feminism movement, and the reason why we're dealing with all that shit is because men is fucking up, regardless of why and regardless of the circumstances or whatnot, man. The only reason why we dealing with this whole independent modern woman boss bitch movement the way it is because men are not operating where they need to be. So I feel like this video was definitely on transition. It was definitely on par with what we just discussed yesterday. So let's tap in, man. Drip shop StevieKnight.com. Link for that description box below, man, and let's get it.
He can help you out. Y'all can like each other. You can be friends. You can actually build something in the forest. Like
I can build stuff. I built my kitchen table.
But
my
we're
bedroom.
saying we're talking about as opposed to a bear.
You don't need men?
Oh
boy.
I literally I'm the handyman in my house, not my
We're
not my
talking
partner.
about the bears.
Do you think society needs men?
Well,
Like
this is
I'm the handyman in my house. I take care of all that shit. What does that mean? What does that mean, man? Boy Central, bruh. Boy Central, dog. Hey, gender roles are a necessity if we want the real shit back. Anyway, Lego.
society needs women and men. That being said, in my life, personally speaking,
Does it
I
mean
can
men,
survive.
like,
I can survive in a
absent-
forest without a man.
Absent replication and having children, removing that component, do you think society needs men more than women?
I don't think one is needed more than the other.
Yeah, I don't think that one is
So
needed
you
more
guys are
than
just
the
totally
other.
ignorant of just the reality of men's involvement in certain professions that are like integral to the.
And how many inventions that were taken credit by men that actually were created by women?
I mean, this is a total.
A lot, actually.
This is a total derailment. Even if I grant you that some men took, well, it's such a ridiculous response to my point. But so going back to my thing, so you won't even acknowledge that men have higher representation in certain key fields when it comes to infrastructure in this country?
I was raised by.
Are you gonna answer the question or just give us an anecdote?
Well,
Why
what
don't you
I'm
wait
saying-
for her to answer the question?
Again, it's based off
I was
based off of
raised to be a good
experience.
feminist.
No,
Okay,
no,
all right, go
that's not
ahead.
what I'm saying. I was actually raised in a very non-feminism, toxic, like Southern Baptist background.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
all of that being said, I was raised by my father that I do not need a man in any capacity. Other people around me tried to constantly say that I needed to have men for one reason or another, and that was always, but my dad taught me how to do everything that I need to do to survive in the woods, in the city, anywhere. I can do it. I can fix my car. I can build
Well,
things.
that
I don't
was a
need
great
anyone.
non-answer. Can you answer my question?
I can acknowledge that men.
See, that's the problem, man. Pops created this monster. It'll make it that much worse. Yeah, she's cooked. Overcooked. But a man can fix that. And the reason why she is the way she is because men are not where they need to be. By design, like I always say, but it's because men are not where they need to be, bro. A man can fix that. And the fact that she's found a man to be with, bro, confirms the point that these men is bitches. These men's, that's what they is. That ain't a man, that's a men's. That's a means. First of all, the fact that a man is allowing this woman to do all the motherfucking handiwork. Come on, bro. Gender roles is for a fucking reason. I don't care about none of this blended gender roles or whatever, man. Women ain't supposed to be goddamn doing no motherfucking building and repairing and all that shit unless this motherfucker out here doing it for a living or something like that makes sense. But outside of that, no, that man got to take care of that, bro. You flipping the whole shit upside down. So she found her little beta ass bitch boy that's allowing her to fucking be the man, right? Just goes to show men is fucking soft as shit right now. But then her pops has made it worse, innocently enough, by thinking that he's weaponizing her with the tools necessary for her to not have to rely on a man ever. Kudos to him for that, but he missing the whole other part of the coin that you need to instill in her mind that for her to have the most fruitful, productive, loving life, that the right man is required for that, dog. Not a beta ass bitch. You need a motherfucker that can lead you, right? Someone that you can rely on, someone that can hold you down, someone that makes you fucking feel safe. Guarantee this girl does not feel safe with the man she's with. She may believe she's fucking safe. Nah, you ain't goddamn safe, bro. You cook. But it all comes back down to the man every goddamn time, bro. If men was out here being men, we would not be dealing with that shit. If she was with a masculine man, he would either break this shit down, crack this matrix that she in, or cut her loose off to the beta bitches, which is occurring now because she's young, right? But there's no longevity with that. She don't respect that man. She thinks she respect him because he's so sweet. He allows me to be a fucking feminist. No, you're cool with wearing the pants right now. You cool with slanging the dick, but you're not gonna want to slang the dick forever. At some point, you're gonna want a motherfucking man to slang the dick on you. By that time, it's gonna be too fucking late, right? So men need to be out here being men. Point blank, period. Legacy.
And have provided a lot to infrastructure, but that doesn't mean that I need one in my life.
Exclusively?
It doesn't mean that I need one in my life.
Yeah, but you need it by proxy. Like, are you saying on like an individual, like I don't need a husband?
Yeah, I don't need a husband. I love my partner, and he provides.
That part. I don't need a man to be happy. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Fucking yeah, you do. But you'll come back and have this conversation 15 years from now. Anyway, bro, like it's the same story, different day. Same story, different day, but it continues to be the same story at different days because men are allowing this shit to be the same story, different day, bro. Men can fix all this shit like that. If you fix yourself, you won't never have to deal with no shit like this. You need to wake the fuck up first, bro. But like I say, women are cooked, men are just as cooked. Men gotta wake the fuck up too, bro. Don't be no bitch and don't let no fucking women outman you. Fuck out of here.
It's greatness to my life, but I am okay with or without a man, is what I'm saying.
But the fact that you have that idea is because a man made it, allowed the world to be that way for you to even come to that conclusion. You go back 200, 300 years, you wouldn't be able to say that. A man made it so comfortable for you to not need a man.
I would say women also made that by all of their sacrifices, women's suffrage, pretty much anything that my dad has as a viewpoint that was positive for me is also is also a direct result to what his family and his upbringing is and their upbringing.
You're talking from like I keep saying, it's not about us individually. We talk about for the whole world.
It is.
The average woman can't take care of herself without no man.
Well, maybe
we're not talking about paying the bills. We're not talking about the luxury that men have afforded where you can be.
She definitely can today, bro. But men have made that available to them. Women will fare off fine, quality of life wise. When I say quality of life, like having resources, being able to purchase things, being able to take care of their health, being able to feed themselves, security, law enforcement is there for their help. Right, a judicial system is there for their help. All things are man-made, but we're way past that conversation at this point. Every woman out here knows that they literally do not need a man to survive. At this point, you need a man to be happy. But you don't know what you don't know. You don't know shit until it's too fucking late.
Get paid to press buttons on the computer. We talking about in the real world. If the grid shut down right now, I'm sorry. If the grid shut down right now, you couldn't be a model. You couldn't be, because some of these jobs were made out of men's advances in society. So now you feel like you have value because you can be a marketing rep or something like that. That's not even a real job in reality. Like even what I'm doing, I do content. That's not a real job in reality. We have luxuries where we can create jobs. If the grid went down and it was just water, shelter, and human aggression, what value would women have more than men in that scenario?
We're quieter, stealthier. I don't understand this. That like what you're trying.
You understand it? It's very clear. You just might not like it, but you understand.
I don't understand the point of bringing it up, I suppose. But what I am going
because you need men.
Is that what you guys want us to say, that we need men?
I feel like I need.
They literally don't need men right now, 2024, but the fact that they don't need men is because men gave them the luxury not to need men. But in the grand scheme of things, you definitely need men. Men at the end of the day are keeping you safe. Somehow current society crumble, go to Civil War, World War III. I mean, yeah, that is a very real possibility, right? I keep saying this shit it's not relevant because women are safe just by, by the current status of society, bro. We have laws and policies in place to keep everybody safe, man. But the way things is going, you never fucking know. And then this whole narrative is gonna change, and that will wake a motherfucker up too, man. But
How is that
I don't have a
solving?
problem saying
How
that.
is
See how
that
easy that
solving?
was?
It's
How is
opinion,
that
though.
solving?
That's
No,
what
but
I'm
I'm saying,
saying.
how does that
But
solve
for
anything?
women who
You
don't
just
want
wanna
No, we're not trying to
I need a
solve.
man.
No, it's not about
That
solving
is
because we
also
can't fix
opinion.
women.
100%
Johnny, we're
valid.
displaying a
Yeah.
mindset
There's
that men are
certain
talking about.
different
It's not
opinions and
about
both are
fixing
valid.
anything.
We need
Women
men
have their mind
just
made
as
up.
much as
Fix it.
women.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I
think
think
vice
people
versa.
just
we
need
just said
people.
both, but that's what I'm saying.
No, you said both.
What did you just say?
I'm just saying, if the grid went down, it would just, like, she has certain survival skills. She's talking about what she has.
Right.
Do you have those survival skills?
Maybe I'll start maybe I'll start a club.
Oh, so you
know?
can
It's like
survive in the
Harry
woods
Potter.
with nothing?
That's really
Okay.
cool that you guys can
I don't know
like.
if I could, but I guess y'all could. I guess y'all could.
It's really cool that you guys can do that and like be able to take on what man roles, you know, that you're saying. But like, wouldn't it be nice just to have a male do some of the things that like you have to do of what you say? Like, does that make sense? Wouldn't it be like a compliment to have a stronger, more fitted man for certain roles? Like, it's just, we need men just as much as women, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's great that you can do all of those things, but I just think that like we shouldn't hate on men just because we can do those things and we can prove those things. Like, what are you trying to prove? Are you trying to be by yourself for the rest of your life?
No,
like,
no.
And a man told you could do it. That's what gave you confidence, and it was a man.
A need and a
Ironically.
want is two different things, though. I mean, I'm sure women want men, but needing and wanting something is two different things.
Why
Thank
you don't
you.
need them? Why? Because you're thinking about the fact that you can pay your bills alone.
No, I'm not talking about financially.
If things hit the fan, you are fucked, sweetheart.
Who?
Some men are fucked. There's some men that can't survive in the woods.
I can speak
Yo,
for
let's be
whoever
honest.
you
So you mean
interact
to tell,
with.
so sweetheart, you mean to tell me if you was in the woods right now with nothing, you just can just find fold?
I'm over this conversation. It's like, cause we're here now. It is what it is. Unless everything becomes unstable, World War III is here, Russia strikes. All right, then we singing a whole fucking tune. Cause at that point, it's not gonna be me being able to decipher between a need and a want. Like, women are going to need everything at that point. But right now, that is a luxury of living in the Western world where women have the option to choose what the fuck they want. But the issue is that they've been lied to and don't think that certain things are important, right? They thinking that they want to be independent. They don't want to need a man. They can take care of everything on their own, bro. That's all cap. I'm going to continue to say it, bro. You put the right man next to her, all this bullshit she talking go out the fucking window, bro. You sit her down, like, look, all this shit you talking about, you can fix shit and repair shit and build shit and lift shit and all that, bro. If the right man came across to you that didn't make you feel inferior, that made you feel like a woman, that made you feel safe, was able to just take that burden off of you, and you can just rest in your femininity, what woman would be opposed to that? You give this woman the right man, she's no longer going to be concerned about this struggle because he's going to allow her to relinquish all that bullshit and just be a woman. Pops gave her the tools to fend for herself, but if the Pop should have told her that if the right man comes along that makes you feel like a lady, where you're not required to use all these tools I gave you to be independent, that's the goal. The goal for Pop should have been to allow her the ability to thrive if she was forced to be independent, but that is not the goal to be independent. The goal is for you to be with the one you're supposed to be with so you don't have to be independent. So it all comes back down to the man every goddamn time.